My older brother got engaged 6 months after I did, which annoyed my mother a bit. She would have preferred my wedding to happen first, but it didn't bother me. I was close to my brother and happy for him. He'd only been dating his girlfriend for a short time compared to me and my now husband, who had been together for years.
He got engaged 6 months after she got engaged, or 6 months after she got married.
I'm guessing after she got engaged.
Okay, so what's the problem? Because the mom got upset.
I get so many stories sent to me where parents or siblings get mad if they're not engaged or married first.
That's weird.
It's weird. And it's like this rivalry or like sister-in-laws if the younger one gets engaged first or married. Yeah, there's like so many stories
Oh.
like that. She doesn't care, but it's like the mom seems annoyed by it. My brother set his wedding date for exactly 1 year after mine. I was pregnant at his wedding, due just a few weeks after the big day. It was a very warm day, which isn't ideal when you're heavily pregnant. My sister-in-law had booked their wedding in a local church right after a large parish event. The car parking lot was packed when we arrived, and we were nearly reversed into on my side of the car. Not a great start. Then the bridal car broke down, so everything started late, which would obviously stress out even the calmest bride. Before the wedding, my brother asked if we could make it to family photos, which were scheduled in a location that was out of our way, not between the church and the reception. I asked if they could take family photos at the church and do bridal party photos at the other location, but they said no. So after the ceremony, which was only 10 minutes from my house, we went home so I could briefly rest and eat. By that stage, I was very warm and very tired, having been up early. Then my sister calls in a panic, asking where we were, saying that the photos were starting and we needed to hurry. We were 25 minutes away from the photo location. Everything was running late due to the ceremony's delay. We rushed there, wondering why they couldn't take photos in the meantime. They were waiting on the bride's two brothers who were notoriously late. When we finally got to the wedding to take photos, my husband wasn't in the main sibling shot, as in it was just my brother and his siblings. After that, the bride approached my husband and complained that we were late, saying it wouldn't have happened at our wedding. I could see the anger in my husband's face, but I didn't know what was wrong until he told me later. I was livid. It sounds like a lot of like the communication and just like people, I don't know, wanting it their own way. For the rest of the day, I kept my distance from them, and honestly, it ruined the day for the side of the family. For comparison, my own ceremony had been just 5 minutes from where we took family photos, and the reception was only 20 minutes away, all minimal travel and on the same route. Also, no one at my family was heavily pregnant. Her own sister was heavily.
You can't help that, girl. I'm sorry.
People have gotten on me before when I like critique the story a little bit, but it sounds like she's wanting to be catered to.
A little
If
bit.
if they found a setting they really like for photos on their wedding day, they should be able to have it.
And yes, her comparing the route being only 5 minutes away. I don't know. We literally walked a mile from our apartment to the National Mall to go get food, and that's like a 20-minute walk. And we just did that for funsies.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not.
know. It was cool and it was fine. If it was 30-minute walk, we probably still would have done it.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
It sounds like a lot of people were late and maybe they also got yelled at. You don't know.
Right?
Maybe you shouldn't have gotten yelled at, but
I was a maid of honor pregnant at a wedding. I wouldn't say heavily. I was 7 months, so I was pretty big. But I would never have expected them to cater things to me. I didn't.
yeah, that part of the story was kind of wild when she was like, I called to see if they could do photos at a different location. I
Yeah.
was like, changed. I was like, was I supposed to react to that? Because I was like,
I know. I was like waiting for the punchline. And I'm like, I'm not trying to come out hard on this bride, but the wedding I was in was like in December. This was downtown Chicago.
cold. Yeah.
Cold. We're outside. I'm not going to be like, you know what? I'm pregnant. I'd rather not be outside right now because
No, you just skip the photos. You're not in
if
them.
you just skip it, just skip it. Yeah. It's
You're
not.
just not in them. And like you say, sorry, I just can't do it today. I'm
Yeah.
pregnant. And like you walk away. They do their thing and you do yours. And that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But you know,
Yeah. We can't have our own expectations for other people's weddings.
no, 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 no,
That's
no,
where you
no.
start getting irritated because it's like, let them have their day. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to be a part of certain.
No, and I think that conversation probably should have happened before even she asked, "Can you move the pictures?" Because If the bride was like, I'm so heartbroken that you couldn't be here, let's move the photos for you, that should have been a ball in her court decision
Mm,
rather than I'm going to ask you to move them, you
yeah,
know?
100%. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
this says her own sister was heavily pregnant at her wedding too, so she should have understood. But it doesn't seem like
Wait,
there's a problem with the sister
I thought you said no one was heavily pregnant at her wedding.
at her own wedding. So this is at her brother's wedding.
Oh, 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 oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And she said, so no one was pregnant at her wedding,
Okay.
but at this wedding, she's pregnant as well as the bride's sister.
Okay.
So she can't
Oh.
understand. A few days later, when my brother and his now wife stopped by my mother's house, she said to me, when my brother was out of earshot, that she should have had a word with me about everything. My mom shut that down and said she absolutely would not say anything to upset me, especially just weeks before I was due to give birth. I mean, saying you're gonna have a word with someone sounds very like older. I'm gonna have a word with you. I don't know. That sounds like someone trying to put you down. I feel like they maybe should communicate to say you're gonna have a word with someone. I don't know. I had gone out of my way. Oh, see, I'm already reading like, okay, the sister wants to complain. And I hate that it's coming from the person that sent the story because it's normally not this way. But I feel like she feels like she was owed something. It says, I'd gone out of my way to attend her bachelorette party even though her own sister, who was pregnant, didn't feel up to it. Feels like she deserves a pat on the back. But I'm like, you didn't have to go if you feel like she owed you. And I was further along than she was. The whole
Yeah, that
situation,
doesn't, she could have been having like health issues with her
right?
pregnancy. Like, you don't know.
Yeah. And it's not like, well, I did this for you, so you should move your photo shoot
That's
for
the
me.
thing is love is not transactional.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And
And if it feels transactional, then don't go,
I feel like we see that so many times. Like,
especially with weddings.
yeah. People think if I do this for you, then you owe me. It's like the parents paying for the wedding. You hear so many that are like, well, I'm paying for it, so I can invite my college friend you've never met. It's like, that's not
Yeah.
how it works.
I'll say a hot take on here. One of my best friends from high school didn't come to my wedding. She moved to Italy 5 or 6 months ago to be with her fiance who lives there. And so he's like from there. And she started a new job recently and she just like couldn't make it back for the wedding. I mean, very reasonable. And is also planning her wedding for September. And she like didn't confront me or tell me that she couldn't make it, and she just like a couple days before the wedding was like, I'm so sorry I can't come. And I was like, I wish you would have told me sooner.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that sucks because I just didn't know, and I asked her a few times and she just wouldn't respond. And I was like, I wish she wouldn't have ghosted me about it.
Yes.
And now I'm like expected to go to her wedding in Spain in the fall, but I'm gonna go. And I thought about this for so long because I was like, oh, I'm kind of upset that she did that, but I'm also like, she probably just feels bad and didn't know how to handle it. And like I just said, it's not about transactional. Like I'm not just not gonna go because
Mhm.
she just couldn't come to mine. I'm sure
Yeah,
she would have if she could have, you know?
right. You're such a good friend. No, I feel like that's really hard to pull yourself out of and be like, okay, would I not go because she did this or because this happened?
That feels
Or,
so of me to just
right.
not go to her wedding. That
Yeah.
feels like so dumb. And I feel like, I don't know.
I catch that so many times with people, and I think we do it like, and I've done it too, being like, oh, well, they didn't come to this. And it's like, well, wait, it's not, they didn't come to this, so I go to that or don't go to that. It's,
I
can
know
I
it,
go to
it
it and do I want to go to it?
yeah, and
Like,
I do want to go. I'm
yeah.
like, even if she couldn't be here, even if she could have handled it better, I'm like, she's still my friend. I still love
Mhm.
her. I like flew to Italy and I picked out her wedding dress. I want to be there. I want to see it on her, you
Yes.
know?
Oh, that's amazing.